Unnico was mentored by Samantha Abrams, and they offer plant-based yogurts and creams that taste and feel like yogurt, but are jam-packed with probiotics and fortified with fiber, creating a vegan, dairy-free treat that tastes as good as it is for you. So let's welcome Nico Riggio to the stage. Thank you, Nico. Thank you. And here's your clicker.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take center stage.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. You got some samples, right?
Yep, they've got their samples.
My name is Nico Riggio. I'm the CEO and founder of Unnico Food. Unnico is a company based in Westchester, Mamaroneck, New York. And it's here to present the goods for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I grew up in Italy, right? You can tell by my accent, where I spent all my childhood in a dairy farm, right? My dad was a dairy person, and I was devoted to dairy. I love dairy. But all of a sudden, I was diagnosed with lactose intolerance. So in a visit to my doctor, he said to me, look, you're going to have to transition to plant-based products because there's no way you can continue to eat milk or dairy. So I'm going to tell you one thing. You're not going to like them. You're not going to like them at all, but you should settle. You should go and settle. So after visiting a lot of stores, trying almost everything out there, really was not happy with what I saw. So I said to myself, why don't we do it ourselves? I should do it myself. I should bring the Italian DNA into this to really get a tasty product that everybody loves. So together with my family, we embarked in a really long journey of trying and making innovation through innovation, obviously all the recipes, and we are actually, our kids were actually our first and worst critics. So we actually made it. We, after 2 years of recipes, we were able to bring a product to life. So here's Unnico, a plant-based line of products with, I can tell, a beautiful ceramic jar at the end. But I can tell also that there are 4 lines we use right now. We have a coconut-based line, which is a product based with coconut. There is also the oat-based line. We also do some desserts and puddings, and we also do some cream cheese. So Unnico Food, right, offers a plant-based products, actually plant-based yogurts and creams. That the differentiation is that are fully packed with probiotics and fibers, and they're perfect for any dairy-free diet. But the beauty of it is that it's actually very sustainable because it's packed in a ceramic jar, which was actually really difficult. So a little bit about the team. So myself, I spent 17 years in a multinational company. I traveled all over the world. And after that, I became an entrepreneur. I founded 2 companies. One, the latest one I sold to a multinational company. So I got experience in entrepreneur work as well as the corporate world. And I also have experience in the technology side because I was working for Philips and then in the food side, right? So I'm able to combine both really nicely. Then there is Luis. Luis is actually the head of sales. He's got 15 years of experience in the food industry, 10 years of experience at Whole Foods. There's Rafaela, the chief scientist. She helped me with the formulation and everything. She's got 7 years of experience at Clariant Corporation. There's Thais. Thais is actually the creative person. She's actually a PhD in design, and she's also a professor at the university. She also helped me with all the beauty of the jars and labels and everything that goes with the company. And then there is Angel, which is my angel, to be honest. He is actually the lead industrial guy. He helped us with the industrial overall, and he's got 14 years of experience building factories. It's very nice to see in a company like this, like a startup, right, that you build. We've been able to build a very strong foundation and a very strong board of directors, which happens to be also angel investors. We have some people there as well with very strong ties and experience on the food industry, which is very nice to have and help us in a day-to-day basis. So did you know, not sure you know, that almost every yogurt out there at the shelf doesn't have any probiotics inside. So the probiotic count they have is very, very poor. That is because once the process they use, once they put the bacteria in, right, a good bacteria to create the fermentation process, after that they pasteurize the product. So by pasteurizing the product, they kill all the bacteria with the pasteurization, with the heat. We've been able to develop a whole new process, a whole new project in which we ferment for 14 hours in isolated tanks, but we do always after the pasteurization. So first we pasteurize, so we clean the product, we clean all the bad things on the product, and then we ferment and put the bacteria, the good bacteria. In that way, we've been able to do two things. Number one is we create a very robust and thick product, so that we put the Italian DNA on it. And second, we keep the bacteria, the good bacteria of the fermentation intact. All of that, after that, of course, we package in our ceramic sustainable jar. When you look at our value proposition, the way we design the company in a very holistic approach. So we try to give a winning point to each of the chains of the stakeholders, in particular to our members, right, to our workers. So we're a company centered on a value proposition that really gives value to our workers or our members. So to give you an example, almost every people that gets into the company get stock options and get the benefit of being part of this. By doing this, we create a culture, but also we're trying to create an environment that really goes away with the history of the company. When you look at the competition, it's easy to see all the competitors, but we're not only competing with dairy or non-dairy products, right? We're in the market and the shelf, the consumer doesn't know about the products itself. So we are right now the lowest in fat, the company. We are the lowest calories. We have no other sugar. That's the secret, because we were able to ferment or to inoculate our product without sugar. And we're using allulose for those who are curious. And then we are eco-friendly with our packaging. When you look at the market is growing super fast, right? Plant-based products in general are really at the moment, right? And last year, only yogurt business grew 9%. Over the last 3 years, grew 40%. We're always, I think last year reached almost $377 million in sales, the market. But the good thing is that we're outgrowing the category, right? We're outgrowing the segment. So it's really nice to see that also we have, good margins, because growing without margin is something that I couldn't afford. So we also have good margins as well. And but the real point here is that with these initiatives came right into this moment, the Growth New York initiative is going to help us to escalate the company, right? It's going to help us to escalate to the places that we want to be. So it's really nice to be here. When you look at our business model, it's really straightforward. We go through distributors or micro distributors. That is a little more expensive, but it's allowing us to be at the shelf every day for all the consumers. And this allows us to be at least right now at 300 stores, and we're going to be at 1,000 stores by next year. When you look at our consumer reviews, there is a particularity about our consumers. Our consumers are flexitarian, right? What we call flexitarian. So it's not 100% vegan, not 100% not vegan at all. So they consume this type of product because they want a healthier lifestyle. They're looking to animal welfare, and they're very environmental approach. So we are actually going to these consumers. These consumers are very young, are what we call the Generation Z, which is a larger group of people, and they're a larger influential as well. So they've given us a lot of good reviews, and also we got some good press because of that. So the consumers actually love the thickness of our product, and of course the ceramic jar. We're so ready to be here, guys. So we're ready to grow in New York, literally. After we spent, I don't know in miles, I know in kilometers, but a lot of kilometers we've been traveling around. We visited factories. Actually, we spend quite a lot of time visiting factories because we need to relocate to this region because of the cost. We're at Westchester County is super high, so we really need to relocate. And one of the things of all the factories and partners that we visited, one of the things that really blew me away is when we visited Cornell, the agrotech, and the plant lab, and we met the people there. It's amazing. I don't know if you know this. You're American, probably. I'm foreign, but what you have at Cornell and the help you can provide to companies like us is amazing. The labs and all the people extremely experienced. So we're really happy to be part of this, and we're really happy to collaborate with them, or them collaborate with us. Well, look at our journey. Our journey was really fast, right? In 2019, we started developing and formulating products, and it took us 2 years, to be honest, to get to the place that we thought, okay, this is Italian, this has Italian DNA, we're ready to go. Then we shipped our first product in November 2021, and then we're here, right? So we're ready to escalate our business. If we are thinking about what we're gonna do with the money, right? If we get the $250,000, we're gonna relocate our lab, and we're also gonna get some good jobs. If we get the $500,000, we relocate our lab, we get new jobs, but also we will relocate our factory to this region, which is our number one priority, is to relocate our factory. If you get the 1 million, well, first I'm gonna get drunk. The second, second, if we get the $1 million, we're relocating the factory. First thing, we're getting new jobs as well because we need it. We're working almost all day.
This is important stuff. Why don't you click to the next slide, and we'll begin questions, and just click to your summary slide.
Yeah.
And then, because we're running out of time for the judges' questions.
Yeah.
So just click to that and let them tee it up.
Go.
Yeah, great.